A very warm good morning to all. I hope my voice is audible and you all
Yes,
can
yes.
see my screen.
Yes, your voice is audible and we can see your screen. Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to start with design fifth. That was a design of a nameplate. So before starting the design, as I told you earlier also, we have the option of customizing the design. So it depends upon us that what type of nameplate we want to design. We are having basically two options, and if we have to discuss about both the options, then the difference would be that one nameplate would be of a single color, as you have also seen in the design that
Maybe you can
uh,
open the design, Ashwarika. Maybe you can open the
uh,
design.
yes sir.
Even
So
if it's
actually in this it will be shown as a single color only. I'm talking about
that's okay.
printing.
You can at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
open the single color one, na? Then you can
Okay.
explain.
Like you can see this thing. This is something which we need to design. So we can have both options with us. Either we can use a single color, or as in a 3D printer, we are having two option of using two colors. So we can also do in that way. So I'll start with a simple design using a single color and just explain you how we can make this nameplate. So starting with the design, I'll go there. We'll go to new, then we will go to design. Today we will be, learning some new commands which we haven't covered yet. So we'll go to plain view. Now we haven't covered yet the mirror command. So today first thing which we will be going to learn is mirror command. As you all know, mirror creates an image of what we are drawing. So similar thing you will observe here. So first of all, I will use this construction line and will draw this line like this. Now I will select this line and right click on the line. And you can see the first option, I will use this option as set as a mirror line, right? So I will click on this line. Now this line is acting as a mirror line. Now you will observe, I will draw things on one side of the line and automatically similar image will be created on the other side. So starting with now next command which is new for you is sweep arc. I will select this command, left click, then I will go to center and will drag my mouse and define an arc. Now I will click over here and you can see I have started drawing a semicircle. Basically, I am drawing a circle only till here and automatically on opposite side, image has been created. So this is only due to mirror command. So now I will go to select and now I will select the radius or diameter of the circle which I want. So I have selected this and here you can see presently by default it is 44 mm. I will take it as 120 mm. And now as it is big, we will zoom in. And now we will select next command, that is line command. We will go like this. And from here, we will be clicking to this point and we will be making a line. Now just observe, I am drawing a line on one side and automatically the line on the other side is being created. This is because of the mirror command which we have used. Now I'll click here and I need to go to here. Now I will go on this point and I will create a line of 30 mm. And now I will join these two lines. Now I will click on escape to get this command as deselected. Now you can see I have created a circle and a rectangle. Now to make my design, I need to combine these two to create a different shape. Now how can I create a different shape using a circle and a rectangle? So I will use another command known as tangent arc. I will go on this command and I will somewhere here, I will select a point and I will create an arc. You can see this is tangent to the circle. That's why its name is tangent arc. And the similar arc has been generated on the other side of the mirror line. Now I will escape again. Now you can see there is some unwanted curves which I need to trim out. So I will go on trim command and then I will click on the unwanted curves and lines. Now something a similar kind of shape like as I have earlier shown in the design has been created. Now we will convert this 2D sketch into a 3D sketch. So we need to go to 3D mode or pull command.
Aishwarya,
right?
I feel you were a little fast in terms of explaining new commands. So
Okay,
let us take a pause and ask if people understood, if
yes,
they don't have any
yes,
queries.
sir. Sure, sir.
So if anybody has any query in making this sketch, you can quickly type in the chat box, because there are a couple of new commands she used. I think the mirror command and the tangent arc, which were not used earlier. So if you have any queries, you can please write in the chat box. No. Vishnupriya, how easy it is to repeat this? I don't think so it will take you take much time, right?
No, it will not take
I
much
think it
time.
will be good if you repeat this because this is the first time we are using this mirror and tangent arc, and I think
it's
if you
first
can
time
repeat,
only.
if you can repeat those,
Okay.
I think that will be really good.
So I will repeat it in new design.
Yeah, you can do it in the
because
new.
mirror command is from the starting only, so it will.
Yes.
Yes. So okay, I'll explain you. We will. So this is the workspace where we need to create the design. We will go to plain view. Now the first step which we are using is I need to use a mirror command. So I'm basically taking a line. So I have just taken a construction line and I have right click on this line and set this line as a mirror line. As you can see, this is the first option which we are having, set as a mirror line. I will tick on this and now this line has been created a mirror line. Now what I need to do is I need to create a semicircle. I will create a semicircle over this side and a similar semicircle will be on, you can see on this side. So it will be a complete circle for us. So I will go to this command, that is sweep arc. And I will go on the center and will drag it and you can see a construction arc type is coming. Now I will again click on the from the point where I need to start the semicircle. So I need my semicircle from this point to the other point. So I will click here, left click, and automatically a circle has been created. This I have just drawn a semicircle, but on the other side it has been displayed due to a mirror line. Now what I will do, I will go to select and I will take this as 120 mm. Now you can again see that this is the mirror line which we are using. So what we will do, now I will make a rectangle. So I will make a rectangle using line command. I will go to line and then from here I will draw a line like this, right? Now I will come to this point. To complete my rectangle, I will draw a similar line of 30 mm. Now we will come to this side and we can see here our rectangle is completed. Now we will escape from the command and now the next new command which we have used is tangent arc. Now basically what we are doing, we want to combine this circle and this rectangle. So I'm using a command known as tangent arc, which is just next to the circle command. I will select this command and somewhat from here, I will consider my arc and I will join the end of this rectangle. You can see on the other side, a similar arc has been generated. So this is because of the mirror command. Now I will escape it and we will be now trimming the unused curves and lines. So I will go to trim, and this is not of my use. This is also not of my use. So I have trimmed it. Now, in this way, we have used 3 new commands. One is mirror command, second one is sweep arc, and third one is tangent arc. And of course, then we have used trim command, but trim command has been earlier used. So I think you have a better clearance how we used trim command. So from here, I will go to pull, and we will be again back to our shape which we wanted to create for a nameplate. I hope now all these 3 commands are clear to everyone. Okay, so now what we will do, we will pull this shape up to 3 mm, right? Now you can see that I have created a plate of that is the base of nameplate has been created. Now what I need to do is, if anyone is having any query, you can please write something on the chat box so that we can clarify all your queries. So now what I need to do is, I will go to sketch. So from here, I will select sketch. I will select this, and I will go to plane view. So what we will do now we will take an offset command. Taking this offset command, now I will, earlier also we have used offset command. So I believe you will be having a clear idea how to use this command. This is just to create a similar kind of shape at some distance. So I will select this, and I will type a distance of 3 mm. Now I will create this line, and again 3 mm. Now from this side, we will be using 3 mm, and from the bottom side up 3 mm. From this side again 3 mm, and again the last line 3 mm. Now you can see a similar shape at a distance of 3 mm has been created. Now again you can see some unused lines which we don't need. So what we need to do? We need to trim these lines. So again, I will go to trim command and will trim. This is also unused command, unused line, because there is an intersection, and we don't need intersection in a design, because if this will happen, we will not be able to convert into a 3D sketch. So I will trim it away so that I don't have any problem while converting my 2D sketch into a 3D sketch. Now I will go this side. Again, just zoom out so that you can easily cut the part which you want to cut and no other line is being disturbed. So now I have created an offset and a similar kind of shape of the nameplate. Now what we will do, I will again go to 3D mode using pull command or directly to 3D mode. Now you can go to home. Now you can see I have 2 variations, means either I can pull this or I can have 2 highlighted bodies. So I need to pull out the borders. So I will select this part. Just keep in your mind the highlighted part will be pulled. So yellow is the highlighted part. So I will pull it to 3 mm. Now you can see the border has been pulled and has been extruded out to 3 mm. Now next what we need to do is we need to generate the text. basic, and earlier also we have used the text generation command. So I believe you have the idea related to this. Till here, if anyone is having any query, so please let me know so that I can explain you. So I believe everything is clear. So I should go to the text generation. So for going to text generation, I will click on sketch mode again and will sketch on this and go again to the plane view. Now for doing the text generation, we take command dimension like this, and I will select 2 lines, and in this way we will replace this dimension. We will select this all and will replace it by I am writing here the name of the university, so it will be Chitkara. I have just enter, using enter I have bring it down, university, right? Now for symmetry I will just bring it in symmetry. Now again I will select the text and will change some properties and change the font style and make it bold so that we can have. Now I will be using maybe this font style. So I've selected this, and I also have an option to increase the size. So I will increase it by 5. So now here you can see we have written a text, Chitkara University. So you can even align it, at the center according to your need, your wish and your requirement. Now what I need to do is, presently this is shown only as text. Now I need to project this text on the base of nameplate. So what I will be doing, I will again, just like you were, I will go to select, and again we will be selecting the entire text, and we will go to project to sketch. So this Chitkara University will be projected onto the sketch. Now you can see I will go to select and I will move this. And now you can see Chitkara University has been projected on the base plate. Now I need to delete this, and then I need to delete the line using delete command. So now I have projected the text. Now what I need to do is I will go to again 3D mode, and I will go to pull, and here I will be going to home to so that you can have a better clearance. I will just spin it somewhat like this. Now I need to select this text, or even you can do this thing by selecting it in single way, means single letter and alphabet like this. Now I will go to pull. I will go to pull command. Now you can see I have to remove these parts that center between R and A, R and A again. So what I will be doing, I will be zooming it out, and I will be pressing Control and will be removing these centers like this. Now I have already selected the pull command. Now I will extrude the text to 3 mm. So I will type 3 mm. And now you can see it is being processed. And now there is some problem in A has not been extruded out. So we will see again. What we can do in this is we can go to select A and select pull command and again type 3 mm, right? Now it is showing an error which we need to undo and check again. Now we'll again try this. We will go to pull command and from here we'll select home, we'll spin it towards our side. Then we will select the entire text. You can go in this way so that we can cover the entire text. Now we need to press Control and then we need to remove the part which is just like in the alphabets like R and A, the center part. Now you can see again. So for doing this, you need to be very typical that you are selecting the proper part and the proper line so that there is no problem in. So this will be a little tricky part and you need to use it very. So you can see I am pressing again Control and I am removing these parts. Now what we will do, you can see these center part has been deselected. Now the only part which we need to extrude are selected. So we will use pull command and we will pull it to 3 mm. Now you can see the entire text has been pulled up and we are having a nameplate having Chitkara University in it. You can use any other name, whatever you want, whichever nameplate you want to design. Now again, I need, something to hang this plate. We need to create a pocket and space so that we can use nut and bolt and to hang this on the wall. So what we will do, we will again go to sketch and we will sketch it over here and we will go to plane view. And now what we are going to do, that's as simple like we are just going to select a circle, put it one circle over here. That could be of maybe 6 mm like this, and one circle over here, 6 mm, and one circle over here. Like for, for having a better symmetry, what we can do is, we can create a construction line so that you can get an approximate idea where the circle is to be placed. So we will click on a circle that with 6 mm and on a distance of 78 mm, we will create another circle that is of 6 mm. Now we have created 3 circles like this to hold the. Now you can either remove it or there is means it doesn't make any difference. We can still remove the construction line and we can go to pull, to convert this and to pocket the holes of the circles which we have created. So now I will be selecting this circle and extruding it down. You can see hole has been created. Same is for this one and a similar one for this side. Now you can see the nameplate with us is, we have created a nameplate of Chitkara University, and you can create any design, any nameplate with any different shape using all these commands. So this was something which we have given you as an assignment. So this was as simple as this. We just have used some new commands so that you can explore as many commands as possible as it was possible in a 5-day workshop. So I believe now you are having a very good idea about all these commands, and especially about some very basic commands, that is pull, that because this is the main command which we use from going from 2D designing to 3D designing. So, sir, I have designed this. So this is from my
You were
end.
also referring that now that there's a way that we can make it dual color because our 3D printer is dual color.
Yes, sir,
So
there is another way. So
you can talk about that. You can quickly show that how you can make it dual color.
okay,
Meanwhile,
sir,
yeah, tell me.
yeah, actually for that we need to create a new type design, means we have to add 2 components into it. So it will be in that way. So should I explain it? Means
Yeah,
starting
you
from
can do that. Now, how much time will it take? It will take half an hour time.
half an hour, half an hour.
If you have practiced that, I think you should
Yes,
share
yes,
that.
half, yeah, sure, sir.
And meanwhile, I want to talk to the participants regarding this dual color thing. See, the printer, let us say if you have a smaller 3D printer at your office or at your home, if by chance, so that may be a single extruder where it's a single extruder and the PLA material is coming out of it and you are doing the printing. So that is a single color printing, right? But the printer that we are having is a dual extruder. So you can actually have 2 different color of PLA wire which can be inserted into it, and that way you can have a 2 color printing. So I'm not sure whether you have more than 2 color printing as well. I think Chanprit sir is a better person to answer that question. So what I'm saying is that dual color printing is possible with the printer that we are having at Chitkara University. So we can actually show you how to do a 2 color design. Like if some of you are attending this workshop from the point of view of, making some creative designs, then definitely you would like to explore how to use multiple colors. So at least we can show you how to do it using dual color. So Ashwarika, over to you.
Yes, sir. Okay, so first basic few initial steps will be same, so I will not be elaborating them much, and from where there will be a change, so it will be also a quick revision for you again. So again, first we will select this as a construction line, and as I told you, we will right click on it to set it as a mirror line, right? Now we will be using command sweep arc from the center like this, and I will be creating a arc, and now I will go to select, and then here I will be fixing the diameter, that is 120 mm, right away like this. And now you can always use pan command to shift the design sketch according to your need, right? I will deselect it. Now what I will be doing, I will be selecting line command, and taking to the intersection of point, I will be designing a kind of rectangle, and I will take this as 30 mm. Now completing this rectangle, this is the same process which we have earlier followed. So again, we have used 2 commands, mirror command and sweep arc. Now the next command which we will be using is tangent arc. So I will select this, and I will select somewhere here like this, and connecting to the end of the rectangle. Now we will go to select, and next step is we will use trim command, and like this I will trim this way and this way. Now I have created a base plate, which earlier also we have created using these 3 commands. Now I will go to pull, and will go to home, and what I will be doing, I will be extruding the design to 3 mm. Now you can see we have created a base plate, Now till here, we are repeating the steps and everything is same. Now from here, something different we are going to try is for dual color extrusion, so that you can get two colors in your nameplate. So what we will be doing, this is, this part will be of single color. Now I will go to design 5, that is the base plate. So for, better understanding, we can rename this as base plate, base nameplate, base of nameplate, either way, according to your understanding. Sorry for this. So what I will be doing, base of name plate, right? In this way. Now what I will be doing, I will go on this and I will right click on this, and you can see on the 4th option, I am having option of new component. So I will be adding a new component and name it as text, maybe, right? Now what I will be doing, I will go to sketch. Just see, I have done nothing. I have just taken a new component, renamed both the components, and from here I am going to sketch. And I am selecting this and again going to plain view. And now what I need to do is, I will be sketching a new component. So what I will be doing, I need a similar shape. As you have seen, I have earlier I have offset it, but first I need a similar shape because this will be a new component with me. So what I will do, I will select an option that is project to sketch. I will left click on this and I will select a curve like this, like this. Now I will show you how.
Shilpa, we are getting some issue in the audio. We are getting some issue in the audio.
So now is it clear?
Hello?
I believe now you are getting my audio. Hello?
At least I am getting some issue in the audio. I don't know whether participants are getting it or not. Can you repeat once again the last few steps?
Yes, sir.
From last 1 minute only, that's it. Okay. You don't have to go.
So just I have selected to the sketch. I was earlier here. Okay. So earlier I was in the 3D mode like this. So now you are getting my audio?
Yes, we are getting.
Yes. So I was here in the 3D mode. Till here all things were same. I have renamed the base, the structure which I have created earlier. And then just I have added a new component by right clicking on this and adding a new component. After doing this, I have got a component 1 over here and I have renamed this component as text like this. And now what I am doing is I am going to sketch. So I have selected a command sketch and I have chosen this plane to sketch the new component. So what I am doing now is I am selecting project to sketch command. Now you will click on this line and this line. Now something I am going to tell you that earlier we were having a solid. So when I am using the command called project to sketch, so what is happening? So if I'll disable the solid, you can see a similar structure is being created. Now again I will click on back to the solid and I will start doing the same thing. Actually I want to make a similar shape, but that will appear as a new component, right? So till there, disabling the solid, we were having this much shape with me. Now I will complete this shape. I will again enable the solid and will select this line, project this line and this line. Now I will disable the solid and you can see this arc is remaining. So again, I will be selecting the solid and I will be selecting this arc. Now you can see if I disable this solid, then we are having a entire similar shape that has been created in new component which we have added with a name called text. So now what we will be doing, again disabling the solid. Now we will be using project to sketch like this, right? Now I will be doing, sorry, not like this, sorry for this. I will be using command. Now you can see we are having this. Sorry. Now I will be using command offset again because I wanted to create outer border. So I am taking offset and I am taking it for 3 mm as earlier we had. 3 mm. Again selecting this to 3 mm. Now selecting this curve, typing 3 mm, selecting the lower line with 3 mm, and then from this side. So it has come outside, so I'll undo it and again do it. We'll bring it to this side and we'll I will select this to 3 mm, right? So in this way. And here again, I will be selecting it to 3 mm. Now I have created a border-like structure, outer structure in the new component called text. You can see like this if we are disabling the solid. So again, I will enable the solid and same step I need to continue. I need to trim some unused lines and curves. So I will be going to trim command. I will be doing this, like this, like this, like this, and then again panning it so that I can, trim the unused lines like this, and like this. Now you can say a similar shape has been created. Now what next we will be doing is we will be going to pull, that is to 3D mode, and we will be going to home. Now you can see again I am having two highlighted parts. Now I want to again extrude out the border. So I will click on this and extrude it to 3 mm. This is something which has created a similar shape like in earlier design we have done. But the thing to be observed is, like, if I will disable the solid, then only this command is being seen. Now what I need to do is I need to generate the text, right? Like earlier we have done. So we will do in the similar way. Like I will go to sketch, and now I need to sketch over here on this plane, right? So I will come to sketch and go to plane view. Now for text generation, what we need to do is I need to select the command dimension and need to select 2 lines like this, and I'll bring it to the center. This will be again a revision for you for text generation command. I will select this command and I will replace it by Chitkara University. Chitkara University. Okay, I'll write it in capital like this. For this is done for alignment. You can align it along according to you. Select. Just take it to the center and again select it. I will again select it and will try to change it font and make it bold. I will change the font to this font type and will increase the size till 5, right? Now what I need to do is I need to project this Chitkara University on the nameplate. So I will be again, selecting this Chitkara University and will use command project to sketch. Now we'll go to select and you can see it has been created, projected to screen. For I need to delete this, and then I need to delete even, yes. Now I have projected Chitkara University, and now what I am going to do is I am again going to go to 3D mode, go to pull. Again we will extrude the text which we have projected onto the base plate. So I'll go to home, and in a kind of way what I will be doing is, again, like I earlier told you, I will be selecting the entire text. Now we know the problem is we need to remove this, we need to remove the, I will zoom it and I need to remove this part. So I have pressed Control to do this, button Control on keyboard. And in the similar way, I have done it. Now I just need to go to pull and will pull it to 3 mm. Now you can see we have created a text and have extruded it to 3 mm. Now I will tell you something, that if we disable the solid, then we are having something like this. So I can print this part, that is the outer body and the text in different color and the base plate in different color. So I will be having 2 different colors and will be having 2 and can use 2 different colors. Now you can see 2 surface has been generated which I need to remove. So I have removed the 2 surface and will check if there is any surface else. So I just need to remove the surface part because that will be creating a problem for me. So I will now disable the solid part. Now you can see a similar nameplate has been created. But when we will be 3D printing it on the printer which is available with us in Chitkara University in our center, Newgen IEDC, then we can do it in 2 colors. Chitkara University, and the outer border will be appearing in a different color and the base plate will be of a different color. So it will be looking more graceful and the text can be highlighted in a very good way. So now what I have to do, I just need to create the holes. So I will again go to sketch.
I think we can skip the holes part because that is
yes,
same,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir, that is same.
Yes. Actually, there are a couple of queries I have received.
Yes,
people are having doubt regarding the mirror. I think that is one command which people are finding it useful. Even I am finding it very useful. So I think you can repeat that and little slowly. Only till the sketch part. No need to do the pull part. Only the sketch when you are getting, you can repeat it little slowly. Little more slowly, maybe you can explain each single step.
So I can explain it even using different design so that the command is more clear to everyone.
Yeah, but make it little slow.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. So I will, to explain the mirror command, I will use a very simple sketch so that you can have a very good idea.
But I think this is quite simple and quite good. The one which you have used, I think you can do in this one.
No problem. No problem.
Need to do the new design, then people might get confused with the new.
Yes, sure.
And I'll take just 1 minute. I'll show you one particular thing that we printed in dual color. I'll just take a screen for a minute, okay?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see my screen, Ashwarika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, dear participants, so this is one simple design we 3D printed in dual color. It is basically a ear rest for wearing mask. So when we wear mask, so our ear gets stressed. So I think most of you are also facing the same problem. So one of the person in the university gave this idea that we can have this kind of adjustment. This thing. It's a very simple design, but what I want to highlight is a dual color printing. So in this, as you can see, the entire body is printed in the black color, and in the center, the Chitkara University emblem is printed in red color. So this is an example of dual color printing. So it was carried out in the same way in which Ashwarika has just carried out a design, and then did the dual color printing. So I hope it is clear how the dual color printing is can be used. All right. So Ashwarika, you can take back the control.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll just stop sharing. You can take back the control. Ashwarika, you can take back the control, please.
Yes, sir. Yes. Just a minute. So I'm here again. I'm here again on the workspace. So what we are doing now, this is a new workspace. So now I will be explaining you the mirror command, and that too very slowly, because this is really a useful command. And first we will go to plain view like this. So simply what we are going to do is we are going to select a construction line. I have taken this, I have left click on this line, and I have just drawn a construction line like this. Now what I am going to do is you can see earlier I am here in the empty space. There is no highlighted line. But as soon as I'll point my cursor towards the line changes its color to green. So now I need to just right click on the line. And from here, I will be selecting this as a set as mirror line. I hope I hope this point is clear. This is the very first step to using the mirror command. So I hope this is clear to everyone how we are going to select a construction line, and then how we are going to change this line into mirror line. So next step is now what has this command done, that whatever we will be drawing on one side will be coming back to the other side. Just for example, just to make your concept more clear, I will just select a circle and I will draw a circle on this side. But you can see a similar circle has been created of similar diameter on the other side. And as I am changing the dimensions of the circle on one side, it is automatically being changed on the other side. So this is basic purpose of using mirror command, that we need to sketch on the one side and a similar thing will automatically happen on the other side. So now coming back again to the design, what we have done, we have selected a sweep arc command. And I am selecting the sweep arc command because I want to create a semicircle on one side of the line, and automatically a semicircle would be created on the other side of line. So basically I will be getting as an output a whole circle. So I will click onto the sweep arc and will go on this side and will drag my mouse a little down and will freeze it by left click over here, and then I will start drawing a circle. You can see as I am drawing it here, a similar circle is being created on the other side. Till here, a similar, and I need to create a semicircle, so I will give it a turn of 180 degree. You can see 180 degrees highlighted, and a similar 180 degree semicircle has been automatically generated because of use of mirror command. So I will freeze it over here. So now I need to change the dimension. So I just need to change the dimension of one side, and automatically the dimension of second side will be changed. So I will go to select and will select this semicircle. And now you can see 180 is the, the angle orientation which we have given, and 39 is the diameter. Now for my design, I require 120 mm diameter of the circle. So I'll do it for 120 mm, and my circle will be like this, right? Now, next what I need to do is, I need to create a rectangle. So I will, for creating a rectangle using mirror command, I will be using line command rather than using rectangle command. Because if I will be using rectangle like this, then a similar rectangle will be formed on other side. But I want a single rectangle, so I will be using line command. I will go to line, and here I will be drawing a line. You can see I am drawing a line on one side and a similar line has been generated on the other side. I will freeze it till here, and then I will go to this point and will drag it down to 30 mm. And then from here again, I am now about to complete my rectangle by just clicking it till here. So like this, we have used the mirror command. Now, the next thing was I wanted to join this point to this point. And a similar thing I wanted to happen here. So what I have done, I have used a tangent arc. And I have selected this point, and a similar arc is being generated on the other side. This is only due to mirror command. So like this, I have created a sketch on one side and have generated a similar sketch on the other side using mirror command. So I hope now it is clear to everyone, or still if you are having any doubt, then I can, please feel free to clarify all your doubts.
There's one query, Ashwarika.
Yes, sir.
And you can draw a circle and a rectangle anyway.
Yes,
the only reason why we have the construction line is for the tangents.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a question.
So actually thing was that I wanted to explain the mirror command, so that's why I have used this way. You are totally very right that we can do it simple. We can draw a circle, then rectangle, and can use a mirror command to draw these tangents. So you are very right, sir. We can do it in this way also, but to have a better understanding of mirror command, I have recreated design in this way.
Got it.
Yes, sir. So do anyone else have any query or any doubt? In this workshop, we have tried to use the maximum commands, and as I earlier told you that for making a single designs, we have many ways, and it depends upon the perspective of designer. So, it depends totally upon designer that which way he wants to use. So we have different ways, but our aim was to, cover as many commands as possible. So that's why today I can also draw this circle simply using circle command, but I wanted to clarify you to make you explore about sweep arc and then tangent arc. So I have used it in a little this way, like this way, so that we can cover as much commands as possible. So I'll just see the chat box if there is any command. Yes, Ashwini sir, the answer is same, that we can use, surely we can use circle command, but the problem is that I just wanted to cover the maximum commands. I wanted to cover sweep arc command, so that's why I have used it. Nothing else. We can very surely we can simply use a rectangle and a circle, and we can use tangent arc and use mirror for that. That is also a way. So any more questions regarding this design, the mirror command? So over to you, Sagar sir. So still, if anyone is having any doubt. Okay, from Gyan, you want to know about chamfering part again. Okay, Gyan, I will explain you a simple chamfering. Basically, chamfering for which we are using is a simple, I will do it in a new design. And I will go to plain view and will try to show you chamfering on a simple rectangle so that you can get an idea. So we will go to pull, right? And I will go to home and I will pull it to maybe 50 mm. Now what I need to do is I need to create a chamfer, right, on this edge. So you for creating a chamfer, first I need to go to pull command. So already pull command is selected. So I just will select this edge, and here you can see we have different options with us: round, chamfer, extrude edge, copy edge, pivot edge. So I will be selecting chamfer and will select the radius of chamfer what I want. Maybe a 5 mm chamfer I want. So you can see a chamfer has been created on this edge. So this is as simple as this. If still you are having any doubt, then please you can ask, feel free to ask. This is the concluding session, and it's a humble request that please don't carry any doubts away with you. It's your time. You can easily ask any doubt you are having in any design or in any command.
Just repeat chamfer.
Yes, sir, sure. So I'll do this on the second edge of rectangle, right?
Okay.
Yes. I will rotate it like this. Now what I need to do is first I'll go to select to make it more clear. I will select this edge, right, in this way,
Okay.
and then I will go to pull command.
Okay.
Pull command. Now I will right click over here. So you can see there are options: round, chamfer, like this. So I will go to second command, chamfer.
Okay.
I will select this. And I will just from my keyboard, I will type maybe 5 mm or 6 mm. Just I will type it and will enter it. And you can see a chamfer has been created.
Okay, got it.
Yes, sir. For similarly, for creating round, we will go to round. I will do this on the second edge so that round is also again clear to you. Round. Then we select the edge on which you want to round it or chamfer it, go to pull, and then again we will be right clicking, and the first option is of round. Again I will be typing maybe 5 mm, and you can see the difference. So basically this is chamfer and this is round. In round we have created a radius of 5 mm, and chamfer it is a length of 5 mm. Anything else? Anybody else want to clarify anything? Any doubt you are having? I hope this workshop have proved to be useful, or you might have got a basic idea of 3D designing, and you can practice. These are the very basic commands which will be used in each and every design. So you can always practice and explore this freeware software. So it is very easy. It's a freeware software. You need not to, pay for any license or anything. So still, if anyone is having any doubt, you can type on the chat box or unmute yourself and clarify all your doubts here only in the last day of the workshop. So over to you, Sagar sir.
Shweta,
Yes,
did you
sir.
say something? Actually,
Yes, sir.
I missed you.
No. I just said over to you. I have explained the doubts, even queries, and the mirror command, chamfer command, round command.
Okay, yeah, so I saw those doubts in the chat box. People were
Yes.
writing. So, do we have any more doubts we can ask, or if somebody has any other technical point to discuss or share, we can ask. Shweta, you can only ask the participants.
Yes,
If
sir.
they have
I
any
have
more
asked them
doubts,
if they have any doubts. They are
yeah,
very,
or
feel
if they
free
want
to
to show their
clarify.
design which they have carried out
Yes.
during this
Or
last
any
couple of days.
problem you might be having,
Yeah.
you have faced while designing. So we are here to clarify.
Yeah, and after that, I would request Chanpit sir to maybe give his concluding remark about the entire session. And Chanpit sir, particularly, I would like you to share your experience of 3D designing and 3D printing, because you have been doing it for last, I think, 5 years or something, 3D designing. So
Yes,
why do you think it is relevant and all those things? Maybe you can conclude it for 5 minutes, and then maybe I'll take it up for the feedback part. Is it fine?
yes, sir, fine.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Very good morning, all. As we have, covered all the designs regarding the 3D problems, and we just gathered all the designs that already, brings that already, usable in our daily life. So we plan this way. And the first whatever we are going to design, we need a sketch, and we just need to convert it into 3D, and then once our design completed, we just need to in order to get in physical shape, we just need to or to test the material, we need to go for a 3D printing or the rapid prototyping. So to cover the rapid prototyping using the advanced technology. So nowadays the 3D printing is, or the 3D designing is must, because you can you have the idea how the things gonna work. If some kind of if I'm talking about the mechanical terms, you have some linkage and the mechanical parts that you want to test. So in that case, you must go through the design, or what we can say, if you have any idea, patentable idea, or some kind of you have a research projects, or your students patents. So you all have to cover go through all the phases. So the very first is the design. So this way, this is the easiest tool and the free open source tool, where you can design define your own parameters, and you can design that equipment and test it by any means, or by the visualizations, or you can if you want to physical test, you can send it to 3D printing. So this way we can cover all the requirements in order to verify your prototype. So last from 5 years I'm working into this area, and these these parts are crucial. So there is a one query which is please explain split command once more. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, but I'll make it a quick. I can show you by inserting a new design. Like you just have, let us say you have a circle and you are going to pull it into 3D, let us say 10 mm. Once have a one component, only you can split only if enable the split command when you have only when you have 2 or 3 designs, more than 2 designs. So in order to make a multiple designs, you just need to go into the structure and add a new component. Let us say it is a rectangle. So we are going to particular sketch into this rectangular component. So for this case, I'll just, let us say, add new rectangle right here. Let's say it this way, and I'm going to convert it into 3D. So in order to use a split command, we are going here in the combine option, and you have to just select the components, and which component you want to split. You have to select, make sure you are selecting the filter command right here, and select the other component which you want to split from the first one. So once you have selected, you can see there are another solid comes up here, which so here we can so this way we can make a multiple components and separate them from the body. Like I have disabled this component and it has been removed from right here, or we can keep it as both, or we can just keep this component only. So that totally depends on us which component that we want to keep from the structure selection. So last, I just wanted to conclude that whatever you have the requirements, you have to define the parameters first, and you can build your own prototype and test. Also, you can analyze your the parameters that has been defined, or you can re-modify those components that you have made in this software. So I just want to conclude right here. If you have any queries regarding the designs, you can also contact to IEDC, or even if you want a 3D printing facility right here, you can also contact to direct IEDC center. We are available.
So I'll take it up from here. Actually, like I said previously, for this 1 month time, we have taken this decision even before organizing the workshop itself, before announcing the workshop, that for this entire month till August end, we will provide you support. So let us say if you are designing something and if you have any queries, you can drop us an email. You already have an email ID of Chanprit sir. You have email ID of mine from which you are receiving the mail. So you can just drop us an email, and then we will be able to help you with your queries till August end. We can also give you this opportunity to get your design 3D printed. So that I have said many times, I am again repeating for one last time, that if you have any design that you want us to do, you can send that design. We can give you the costing, that this will be the cost it will incur. If you approve it, we will print it for you and we will ship it to you through speed post. We'll nicely pack it and ship it to you. So that entire cost you have to bear, and and then that way you will have your own 3D printed product in hand. So this is it from our side. If you have any queries, if you have any feedback for us for this 5-day workshop, so you can please share with us. See, I can imagine that it is the first experience for you also and for us also to do this kind of remote workshop, because this kind of workshop can only be done in hands-on mode, because it is very easy to listen, and then unless you implement it, you will not realize what are the real issues. So we have tried our best to make it hands-on by giving you videos and ample time to carry out the design and answering your queries. So this is our way of doing it, a virtual hands-on kind of workshop. So if you have any feedback for us, you can quickly type in the chat box, or if you want to talk to us for a minute or so, we can unmute you. We can do that. So we'll wait for maybe a couple of minutes for you to respond.
I have a query. You know, I have seen 3D printed design of a lion's head and animals. How are they done?
Yeah, so Chanvi sir, can you answer that question?
Yes, sir. Like, sir, those of the designs, we just need to, in order to make the animals design, any components like those are the living things, particular for those things, there is another software that are available, but they are make, another, they are not free. You need to, buy a license for those softwares. Like, we like the architecture software, we need to, we need to buy that software, and we only can design those components like animals, characteristics designs. We can, we cannot design in this typical, software. So for this case, only you need to go for a, a particular software in order to design those components. And but once you are done with the designs, you can print it, with the same 3D printer. There is no issue to print any object in the printers that we are available.
Yeah, so see,
it creates the same STL file at the end of it, but it's done in a different software.
Yes, they are done in the different software.
Yeah, I want to add one thing here, sir. This particular software which we have used is basically, it is from RS Component, which is a company that does trading in electronics component and all those things. So I was talking to one of their representatives. So their vision for this software was that people should be able to design their PCB using their another software which is called Design Spark PCB, and use this Design Spark Mechanical for designing enclosure around it. So this particular software is for that kind of thing, for designing the enclosure for your PCB, designing the product, electronic product, and all those things. So I think this is customized for those features. And like Chanpit sir is saying that all those intricate shapes, for designing intricate shapes, you have dedicated software. But I'm sure, Chanpit sir, this CATIA and SolidWorks can do all kind of things, right? They are highly advanced in doing all kind of things, but they are complex to use. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can do, sir. You can do your animal shape design, or even 3D printing is quite extensively.
Like, sir, we cannot provide the texturing in that software in CATIA. But it's a typical dedicated software that are provide the realistic shape to the animal design. Correct. So we can just make a surfacing like we have we can make a dog. For dog, we can make a surfacing in the CATIA. We can use the surfacing feature and all those components that are required, advanced features. But we cannot apply a texturing in order to get a final shape. So for that case, we need a particular software in order to provide the realistic shape to the design.
Correct. So yeah. So any other feedback or any other observation anybody want to share before we conclude? So, all right, I hope you had a wonderful time with us, 5-day, 2 hours daily, and you must have learned something new. And we'll definitely send you your e-certificates very shortly. So, once again, thank you for attending this workshop, and have a nice day. Thank you. So, I'll end this session now. Thanks a lot.